Auntie Lala has the exact same set. Hi friends, so it is a very dreary day today. I don't think I'll venture too far from home, so I just wanted to kind of have some coziness at home inside because I think that is exactly what today calls for. So I'm actually I've been thinking about it. If you watched my last video, when I went to Sweetly Tess and tried her pumpkin cookie, it was kind of like almost a cakey like texture to it too. And I've been thinking about it because it might have changed my opinion on pumpkin spiced flavored things or pumpkin flavored things. Because I said I like pumpkin pie, but usually the pumpkins flavor everything else. It's just usually not for me. But anyway, I've been thinking about that cookie ever since. And so I thought today maybe I would try. I had this can of pumpkin to use up, and I thought I'd make a pumpkin loaf. So that is my plan today. So I found a recipe online for a gluten-free pumpkin loaf. So I don't know if it's going to turn out or not. Never made it before. So we will have to wait and see in the end, but that's what I'm going to get into today. So I have some of my ingredients here, and then I'm just going to grab some of them out, and we're going to get this in the oven before I start supper, because I'm making, I don't know if it's going to be a Swedish meatball, but it is going to be a meatball in a cream sauce, and I think we might serve it over mashed potatoes. We're still trying to decide if we're going to do noodles or mashed potatoes, but I'll be making that too in this video, and I want to start getting my Halloween decor out, and I'm excited about that because I actually don't think I did much Halloween decor per se last year. So I'm going to have one little spot that I'm going to put some Halloween stuff out, and it involves me having to clean off that area. So it's an area on top of my bookshelf. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to make this pumpkin loaf and get in the oven before I start making supper. Well, we finished supper. I almost forgot to show it to you, so I just had that quick wee clip. I think I'm going to lose the recipe. It's not my favorite thing. Wasn't anybody's favorite thing. I had to actually doctor the sauce a little bit, adding extra spices and stuff just to try to make it taste a little bit better. And the meatballs, I mixed it all up with the measurements it said, and it was like so liquidy, I couldn't even form meatballs. So I had to use 3 times the amount of breadcrumbs just to get a meatball shape together, and but was still like very, very mushy. So anyway, so we were more like, our meatballs were like more breadcrumbs than meatballs. Anyway, it was okay, but I don't think we're going to have it again. It wasn't it wasn't worth keeping the recipe. We'll just say that. So anyway, my pumpkin bread is out of the oven. It is cooling down. I'm going to let it cool for a bit before I make some frosting to go with it. I think I'm going to do a cream cheese frosting to go over top of it. But right now I'm actually going to just kind of chill for a little bit and do some reading. I just got finally my loan from the library, the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. It's a digital copy, so it's not a hard copy. So I'll have the cover there so you can see it. I know it's a very popular book. There's 2 books in the series. And so I've been waiting and waiting. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get to read it during this fall season or not. But they added a couple of copies, I think. So it actually came up. So I got it yesterday evening. So I haven't had a chance to sit down to read it. So I'm looking forward to starting it. And yeah, in terms of the other witch book I had started reading, which was A Discovery of Witches, I think by Deborah Harkness. Like I said, the last video, I just made the mistake, I think, of seeing the Twilight-esque review about it, saying it was like another type of Twilight in terms of the storyline. And I don't know, maybe that was what it is, but I just couldn't quite get into the book, and so it ended up being returned to the library. I borrowed it again, and I still didn't get through it in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, so I'm just letting it go back to the library, and maybe I'll revisit it at another date and go through some of my other books that I have on my list to read for this season. So I'm going to go and check out or start reading the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. And I'll let you know after I read a little bit my first thoughts. So this is my pumpkin loaf here. It is a little scorched on the bottom. We'll just slice that off, and a little bit of bits here. My oven runs really, really hot. So I actually had the temperature down from what it said, and I didn't even cook it as long as it said to cook it for. But yeah, here we are. So anyway, it is what it is, and I did just do my dishes, so that's why that's there. And I made sort of like a glazy to put over this, just a vanilla glaze. And so I'm gonna put that over and let it harden up a little bit, and then we'll give it a try. So there's the slice there. I have the glaze on it. So I'm just going to give it a quick try. All right, let me take a bite. We'll see. Will it compare to the cookie I had last week? We'll see. It's not bad. It's not bad. I actually reduced the amount of pumpkin spice it called for because me and pumpkin spice flavored things, I find it sometimes really overpowering. But this is nice. It's not too much, I think. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's gluten-free, so it has that slightly different texture, but I think it's pretty good. Go say hello. Penny. No, I'm not going to say hello anymore. Well, I'm surprised that the pumpkin loaf turned out as well as it did, because at Christmas time I tried doing a gluten-free gingerbread loaf and it did not turn out. So I'm just trying to figure my way out of around gluten-free baking. But anyway, it's getting late. I've never had a chance to get to my Halloween decorations tonight, but I did start the book A Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. And so far, I'm 2 chapters in. I actually am really enjoying it. So I'm feeling like I'm getting into it more than I did so far. I'm only 2 chapters in than I did The Discovery of Witches. So I'm not going to read any reviews about it one way or the other. So I'm going to just focus on the book, and we'll see how I do. And I'll update you probably tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to do my Halloween decor and put that all out. So I'll show you. So I'll see you back here tomorrow morning in just a moment. So my morning got away from me. So as you can see, I'm not about to go do my Halloween. I'm heading off to a birthday party for my cousin's little girl. And so I picked up a couple of things for her. And I picked these up actually the other day, but I also have a gift for her brother because I wasn't able to get to his birthday. So I just picked up a book that I was wanting to get him. But for her birthday, she's 8. This might seem like a very grown-up thing to have, but I thought she might have fun with it, knowing that Auntie Lala has the exact same set, because I bought a set for myself as well when I picked it up the other day. So this was, it's a watercolor set. So I picked that up, and then I have a pad of watercolor paper and I picked up some, like, I always put treats in, so I usually give her a little pop and a chocolate bar and some cheesies. It's kind of what Auntie Lala does for birthdays. And then for her brother, I stopped in today on my way to the bookstore here. Now, for Christmas, I bought him the Impossible Creatures book. And so it's kind of a fantasy creatures like dragons and things like that. And he absolutely loved it. So much that he got his entire family reading the book. And he loved it so much. Well, it has a sequel. So the sequel is out now. And so the sequel is the Poisoned King. So that's the sequel to the Impossible Creatures. See if I can get it to focus. It wants to focus on me. And so I picked that up for him for his birthday, of course, with some treats and things like that. And so I'm just going to quickly put it in the bag, and I have to head over now to the birthday party. So it's several hours later now. It's the evening. And so I'm finally getting to my little Halloween section here. So I have some cleaning off to do in the top of my bookcase. So this clearly needs to be watered. So this area has to be cleared off, and this is where I'm going to set up sort of I have like a witchy apothecary I used to do in a place I used to live, but I had it on like a different kind of setup because I didn't have this. I had other little things which I don't have anymore. So this is kind of like my little mantle, I'm calling, at the top of my bookcase. This whole bookcase is a mess at the moment, but right now we're going to focus right here, and I'm going to clear off this space and figure things out, and then I'm going to set up kind of a witchy little apothecary area here. So I have lots of little Halloween bits and bobs, and it's been a while since I actually put up sort of Halloween-esque things. I've just kind of did a few little fall pieces, but I'm excited for this guy. This is kind of like my centerpiece, I guess you could say, that I bought, and it's my little dragon coming out of a skull, and I bought this years ago. Hang on one second. So that's him here. I just love dragons. So when I saw that was really cool. I usually don't do a lot of kind of like scully things, but I just loved the dragon and that whole thing. So I did pick that up, but I have everything else is kind of like very apothecary-esque little containers. I have bottles and things like that are going to get set up. And that's kind of what I do. So I'm just going to go over and clear that space off and kind of get it ready. So this is what I have come up with. I only have a small little space. So I incorporated my dead plant into it. So I only have, and I did have to keep this here because we don't have anywhere else to put it. So if we want to use it, I can just move that, and it's already plugged in, so I can just open it up and we can play it. But this is what we're looking at now. And as I said, I didn't use everything that I have, but this is just a collection of some of the bottles I've collected. Some of them I just got from the dollar store, and then some of them I picked up at like these older ones from yard sales and things. And This one that's actually filled with all of these, that actually, I bought that at the dollar store like that. So it was already filled and stuff. So it was kind of perfect for what I want to use it for. But there's my little piece de resistance, my favorite little piece, because I just love dragons. And I've just added a few little details in, and that, I think I just got that. That's a piece of jewelry I found from like a yard sale or something. And so I've kind of just put it in with my Halloween stuff. And I just have that little bit there and my crow, but I have like other bottles and things. I just don't have a lot of space for them all. And then I have my little gold tree there. And then I just have some string of pumpkin lights behind, and then a few little candle lights at the front there. So that's kind of what I've come up with. I've had different things over the years, but I'm in a smaller space, and so I'm happy with that. So I'm going to turn off the lights so you can see it without the lights all on. So I couldn't turn it off completely because I needed some front lights so you can see it. But that is my little glow for my little witchy apothecary sort of setup for this year. So maybe I'll do something different or figure something out for next year, but that's what I'm doing for this year. So that's all the little decorating I think I'm going to do for Halloween this year. I might put a little something on my door just to let the trick-or-treaters know they can come here if they want any treats within the apartment complex, but we'll see. I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not. They might go somewhere else. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now because I'm going to head out and pick up the kiddo. He's out at the movie theaters with friends, so I have to go pick him up now. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well, and I'll see you in the next video.